Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Here today we are doing What If Naruto Was a Female Tailed Beast Part 2. In the last part we left off with Sapphire, which is Naruto's name, kind of like backstory, like what happened between her being born and the rest also. But yeah, there will also be, guys, because I'm not sure how many tails she will have yet, because there'll be a link in the description below, because I've got two people that have said it will give her 10 tails or 11 tails. So I've kind of put a poll in the description down below, well, a link to a poll in the description down below where you guys will be able to, say, well, I want her to be in 11 tails or 10 or none. Yes, you can have none, or you can go to YouTube and go, hey, how about you make her have like 12 or 13 tails. Yeah, just to symbolize her power. I don't know, but yeah. Also, the name for Kusuno's child will be Maddy. I hope I'm saying it right. The person Hoodcrafts suggested it, and so I'm using it as nobody else really suggested it, as they mainly, one said something and another person just said make Kusuno the main ship, and yeah. Anyway, so we pretty much left off with pretty much like passing out from what happened, as also Kusuno will get, well, I've kind of been thinking over this, and I thought, well, should they both be, tailed beasts? What's it called? Jinchuriki, or should just, I forgot it, or should just Kusuno? So you guys tell me, do you want Kusuno's child, Maddy? I'm hoping I'm saying it right, M-A-D-D-Y, and Maddy to be a Jinchuriki too, and if so, I'll make her the build of the two tails on that type. But if not, then yeah. But even if she does become the actually no, scratch that. No, she will, because as of course Sapphire is a tail beast, she'll know a kind of technique, or almost instinctual technique, that will be able to pull a tail beast out without killing the wielder. Well, not the wielder, the person they were sealed in. I forget what they're called, Jinchuriki. Yeah, so it can save Jinchuriki's life whilst the tail beast gets to run free again. So yeah. But of course, she's not going to exactly say that. But yeah. So of course, as they grow up, they grow up believing, they grow up knowing that they are. But yeah, of course, Kusuno does say that Sapphire is adopted, but that's about it. As she says, I'll tell you, who your parents are, and that when you leave the ninja academy. So when you become a ninja, and that's when I'll tell you, who your real parents are, and yeah. And of course, yeah. And she'd go, and I'll tell, and also, Maddie, I'll tell you, my daughter, I'll tell you who your father was. Tell both of you who, my husband was, because he's a very important person to both of you as well. You less Sapphire, but he still was an important person, though, to this village as a whole, and so, yeah, I'll tell you when you get of age, so that, yeah, and, yeah, as they would get excited that, one's gonna learn who their parents are, because, and she noticed that, Kusina said, so they're still alive. They just, and of course, Sapphire goes, well, do you know where they are? And Kusina goes, well, yes, I do, but I'm not allowed to say as, there's a, that, you be told what happened and all of that when you become a ninja. Sapphire, just like, so any questions you have, I will answer then and there. It's depending on, depending on the situation, depending on what situation. Well, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, it depends on if your power awakens, like, power, what do you mean? It's like, well, yeah, it's like I'm already saying too much, but you've got a power within you, like, if it spills out or awakens, then I'm gonna have to tell you who you are, just so you know who your parents are, and who you truly are. But put it this way, you're special, to say the least. You are a very special person to, of course, me, Maddy, or your little sister, and your parents. You are a very special child to this world as a whole as well. And so, yeah, as of course they've of course come over, they've already obviously entered the academy by that talk. And of course one day, Kusino, one day Kusino would bring this boy home. Of course they know who this boy is, and I hope so do you guys. Which would be, I forgot his name, Sasuke. Yes, it would be Sasuke. Why? Because Sasuke's entire clan just got wiped out, and of course Sasuke's been in hospital. And and well, why Kushina? Why would Kushina bring him home? Well, Kushina was friends with, of course, Sasuke's mum, and so of course Sasuke's, they would know each other, and of course Sasuke knows not to kind of mess with Kushina. And of course he's just happy that at least someone even though his brother, killed his parents, at least he's still got one person he can trust. He thinks that, but of course he's got three people he can trust. Kushina and, her daughter and her adopted daughter, who he can trust. As, they're like, of course they come home and, they see, like, on the, so it's like, dear, so, dear Maddy and Sapphire, I've gone out to collect someone, and I'll be back hopefully soon. So if depending on how long it takes, you may have to cook your own dinner, but hopefully not. Hopefully I'll be back before then. But just, be prepared to make your own dinner if I'm not there in time. And yeah. And of course, Maddy and Sapphire are kind of, they kind of feel sorry for Sasuke because, they know that he's lost his entire village and, his entire clan, not village, his entire clan. And, yeah, of course, and, of course, Sasuke who, Kushina comes, I'm back, Maddy, Sapphire's, they run to the front door and they're like, welcome back, welcome home. As they cuddle and they're like, well, of course you should know this person already as he's been in your school for a while now, as they say, and it's like, Sasuke, so this is person you remember you bringing back, mum? It's like, yeah, he was in the hospital after the incident, and he's the only one left of the I'm forgetting everything now of his clan, and so yeah, please treat him with respect. It's like, well, of course, mum, of course. It's like, well, you and Maddy are really the last two kind of people that we know of the Uzumaki clan, so it's, only fair enough. It's like, so, yeah, I see your point now. Well played. Well played there, Sapphire. Well played. Sasuke's kind of, he's, shaken up and that, and of course he knows being the last, I always forget the name of it, the last Uzumaki. What's his clan called? Last people with the Sharingan. He's the last person, with the Sharingan. So of course, he's going to be quite famous in school now, and he already kind of was. And of course, he already knows that those two girls were really the only people that he could talk to normally without them fangirling now, as they also kind of grew up with high status, actually, even more so than Sasuke. But yeah, and of course, those two kind of get flocked with boys and that, and of course they know that, of course, Kushina, they know, of course, about Maddy and Sapphire were told that, that, well, Maddy's dad was the fourth Hokage before he passed away tragically, in the village, but, yeah. He, so they know that, their dad was the fourth Hokage. So, they do get flocked quite a lot. So, yeah, and, of course, I think, of course, Sasuke hanging around them, some boys thinking, oh, of course, that one of them would date Sasuke, because, they're both, quite popular and they're strong and powerful, and it's like, yes, but that's about it. They don't really they like each other as friends, but that's about it. There's no love interest in between them. The only thing they love about one another is how strong they are, and that they've got a worthy rival in one another. And yeah, and of course, that's really the only thing they like about each other, is that they, have a worthy rival in one another. And yeah. Well, yeah, it's just kind of funny because you've got, boys there trying to, go, oh, it's either, asking to go out on dates, all of that around those two, and of course Sasuke's got, and there's, two fan groups, and of course they almost got a war at times with one another, and, the teacher's just like, oh Lord help me, why, just, just, why did it have to be my class that had to hold those 3 people? Yeah. As you know, they're the 3 most popular people in the entire school, so yeah, almost war breaks out each time they go out, go outside. And of course Sasuke's just like, this is such a pain, this is just like such a pain. It's like common unpopular, but none of you know nothing about me, so why the heck are you interested in me? Yes, so what if I'm the last person with the Sharingan? So what? Just so what? Nothing special. So what do you mean nothing special? You're the last person that can use the Sharingan. It's like, well, not really. Anyone can use a Sharingan if they grab my eyes. It's just I'm the last person that will be born with it, unless I, have a baby, and then that child will possibly be born with the Sharingan, and then the thing continues. But yeah, as of course, Sapphire really doesn't, Sapphire, Sapphire's kind of, getting more and more curious on, Kushina said that, about her being, quite special to, the world and that, and she, yeah. So of course one day, Maddy and Sapphire are walking home as Sasuke's, he's already gone home for the day. But of course Maddy and Sapphire decided, take a kind of longer route back, the scenic route back. And of course, all of a sudden they hear this, cry for help kind of thing as they run, and they see it's, a child from their class, as of course, but it's like, it's the children of the 4th Hokage. Isn't this a surprise? As Maddy would, go in and try to, help out, and fail and being bullied instead, and then Sapphire, and they're kind of picking on Sapphire as well. Sapphire just slowly just gets more and more angry as she starts, stop it, leave her alone. It's like, oh, what are you gonna do? You can't do nothing to us. It's like, well, what do you know what I can do? It's like, I'm older than you. To use jutsus and that. As of course, that's after a bit more taunting, that's kind of what makes her snap as a kind of as a bluish, it's just a flame comes out with blue and red kind of swirling together, intertwined. Yeah. Of course, the blue flame being with black bits in it, so it's a bluish black thing. As it just it hits one of the boys. It doesn't burn them, but it frightens them. As they kind of quickly, oh my god, Jesus, monster, run! As they just run for it, as they call it a monster, and as child they did save, kind of just ran away as well, as she was a bit too frightened from that. As Maddy's what was that one? As stuff's like, I don't know, what was that? As she as they then go home a bit quicker this time, and Sapphire and Maddy would explain what happened, and she'd go, well, I guess it's about time to tell you what you are. Sapphire's like, what do you mean, bro? Have you heard of a tailed beast? It's like, Yes, wasn't there like two that used to hang around our village but suddenly disappeared? It's like, yes. The full Kage sealed them inside of, well, me and your sister. It's like, what? It's like, yes, the nine-tailed beast is sealed inside of me, and the two-tailed beast, or the nine tails, also named Kuruma, and the two tails named Matatabi, was sealed inside of, well, your sister. And, well, Matatabi and Kuruma did start to love each other, and, well, you know, that's where you come in, Sapphire. You are their child. You are Matatabi and Kuruma's child. You are the first ever born tailed beast, and the power that you use today is your real power. You're not, of course, natural form isn't a human, but your parents put you in that way so that you could more, easily blend in with everyone and get a proper kind of education, nine-tailed beast styled education. Yeah, they wanted you to kind of, grow up as a human, or with the knowledge of humans and the body and life of a tailed beast. And she's a bit, conflicted, as anyone would, with being told that you're actually, a tailed beast, and the first tailed beast in the world to be given birth to. And yeah, she's just surprised, and it's like, what? It's like, and she's like, don't know, those boys probably just think, you just had a very, well, the boys either think you use some type of genjutsu or something that, it looked real because you didn't hurt them. There was no kind of red marks. You didn't set them on fire. It's like, it just flung them away. It's like, well, yeah, they probably just think you've put them under genjutsu, and the pain they're feeling is you beating them up, hitting them. That's what they're going to think. So don't worry that much. But yeah, I would suggest not using that power around anyone up until you become a ninja. That's why. I did, like I said, until you become a ninja, I won't tell you. Or unless a circumstance, which this is. As she goes into a bit more detailed, and yeah, of course she's a bit surprised and mad. Maddie's just like, come on, that's awesome. You're a tailed beast. You're gonna be strong, and it's like, well, I'm not really. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, having a lot of chakra doesn't mean, I'm going to be strong. I can have, the full Kage didn't have that much chakra, but, look what he did. He's, known as the yellow flash of the leaf. He was deadly. And, he didn't have, as much chakra as I did, or as, your mum did, And yet he was, he was feared among everyone. Yeah. It's not how much chakra you have, it's how you control the amount you have got. Yeah, it's, about how, controlling your chakra and that. Yeah, as, of course, Kuruma and Matsubi are just, it's just surprised that, she's this kind of mature, thinking that, it would have probably gone for a more human child kind of experience. They didn't, being the first, they didn't really understand, what would happen, would they even be alive, would it just be dead, or, what, they didn't know. So, yeah. And I will say this, even though, depending on how many tails she has, she will be stronger than the 10 tails. I will say that. So even if you say, oh, give her, well, I will say I probably won't give her anywhere between 1 to 9, as they are, taken. Like 10 was the, 10, I'm not sure. I will leave it there. So if you guys, do really want to have 10 tails, then I'll give her 10. But yeah, for me personally, if I was going to choose, I'd probably give her maybe a 11 or 12. But again, how many tails is up to you. That doesn't mean how much power she has. It just shows how many tails she's got. Yeah. And how it's that's also her natural strength. So it's yeah. So if she doesn't train, her 11 tails would symbolise that she's stronger than even the 10 tails. Which anyway. Yeah, and and now she knows this. She's going to be quite cautious, even though she can only pull a little bit of her power out. Like Kuma said he won't get rid of the what's preventing, but he will loosen it so that she can maybe pull at least 1 or 2 of her tails out. So yeah, and I'll see you guys. I'm gonna end it here. So in the next part, we should, she should be hopefully be it'll be hopefully the start of the anime, hopefully. So if you guys have enjoyed this part, if you enjoyed it so much and you want to see more, to start this, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next whatever video, and hey, good bye.